walk 500 more.
Hey, Mac.
Oh.
Hey, hi, everybody at home. Where's Roxanne?
Oh, hello there, Mark. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you, Mac?
All right then, thank you, laddie.
Yeah, good. Where's Roxanne?
Who?
You know, your friend, the lady who's always with you. You know, Roxanne.
Oh, that lady. Oh, I think she's doing your job today.
She's doing my job today.
That's
What do you
right.
mean? Oh, that's right. She's doing the sermon, isn't she?
That's right,
That's
laddie.
right. Okay. Well, so who's doing the KidzHome part?
Oh, that's a good question. Mark, I don't know. Maybe an intern. Should I call an intern, Mark?
I don't think we should call an intern. We should probably wait for Rox to show up. But
Right.
listen, when you see her, can you just let her know that I'm loving the memory verse?
The memory verse.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hasn't she
No
told you
idea-
about the memory
no-
verse?
No idea what you're talking about,
She
laddie.
hasn't told you about the memory verse. I'm surprised.
Mark, I think you'll find that I live in a bag most of the time. Oh. You know, I know nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Well, the memory verse is something that her team is doing. So every week they're giving a memory verse challenge to all the kids and their families to learn another verse of the Bible, and they're posting it for people.
Right, posting. Well, that must be very, very expensive because, you know, that would take a lot of stamps.
Oh, Mac, I think you misunderstand. It's not posting in the mail. It's kind of a social media thing. They make a video and then they put it someplace where everyone can see it. So this week's verse, do you want to hear this week's verse?
Oh, Mark, that'd be great. I love to hear verses. Does it
Okay.
rhyme like poets? I love Robbie Burns.
No, this one doesn't rhyme, but Bronte showed us how to learn the verse. So here, I'll do it. And kids, if you learned it, why don't you do it with me? All right? So it's 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, and it is that the Spirit that the Lord gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power and love and self-discipline.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. But, Mark, I've got a wee question for you.
Yeah, what's your question, Mac?
Well, you're the senior pastor of Guymere Baptist Church, and I think it's very strange that you have to memorise the Bible. I mean, don't you have one?
Yeah, of course I've got a Bible, Mac, but why would you find that strange?
Well, why would you have to remember something that's already written down for you? Why don't you look it up in your wee Bible? You can even get it on your phone now in an app.
Okay, so wait a minute. You have a smartphone with the Bible app on it?
That's right.
Just a minute ago, you didn't know what I meant by posting a video.
Well, you see, I'm not as old as you, so I do know more.
All right, fair enough. I guess that's reasonable. Listen, you got a good point. I mean, I suppose that because it is written down, we don't have to memorize all of it, but memorizing the Bible is still, or parts of the Bible, is still really important. I mean, well, let me ask you this. What's something that you've learned that you don't have to write down anymore? You've memorized it.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. I remember my address.
Okay, well, why don't you tell us? What's your address, Mac?
My address is the wee black bag in the purple suitcase in the cupboard under the stairs.
Oh, that sounds like a very famous address, really. But now, why is it important that you remember your address without writing it down?
Well, if I didn't know where I lived, I couldn't get home.
That's true. And if you got lost, you wouldn't be able to tell someone to be able to help you to get home either, I suppose.
That's right, because I can't drive either, so I need to tell my Uber driver where to take me.
Exactly. Well, so just like we remember things that are important and helpful, like our address or a password or a PIN number or things like that, we believe that the Bible is also important and helpful.
Right then, but Mark, I've got a wee problem because the Bible's a whole lot longer than any of my passwords. I mean, my password is 1, 2, 3.
You don't, like everyone can hear. You don't want everyone to know your passwords.
That's okay. I don't mind.
All right, fair enough. Well, you're right, Mac. It is long, and I don't think we'd want to memorize the whole thing necessarily, although that would be a pretty big task. But this is why it's so helpful for Rox and her team to pick some particularly important and particularly helpful passages for us to learn.
Right then, so... Well, I wonder what this week's verse is going to look like. I wonder what that's going to be.
Well, I do know the verse, or at least its address. It's 2 Timothy 3, verses 16 to 17.
Oh, Mark, I've got a wee Bible. You can look it up in my wee Bible.
Oh, where's your Bible?
It's in my trews here, in my wee pocket.
In your wee pocket, is it? Hey, don't biting. Seriously.
You can get it out. My
Oh,
hands
there we
aren't very
go.
good. at
Well, that is a wee Bible, Mac.
That's right.
But you know what? It's pretty small. I can't believe that you can't even read.
No, I can't. You're right. You've found me out.
Well, listen. I think maybe we should get someone to bring in a bigger Bible.
Oh, maybe we could ask an intern. I'm great at asking for interns, but maybe you could bring your intern.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try it. I've been watching you, so I'll see if I can get it right.
Oh, I believe in you, Darth Raider.
All right. Thank you, Mac. Intern!
Oh, you do that so well.
Yeah, bring my Bible!
Oh, great job.
Oh, look at it's intern Matt. Fantastic. Not just a youth guy. And look at that Bible, huh? This isn't a
Look at
Bible. That's a
that.
Bible. All right, well, here, we'll look up this passage. You want to help me here, Matt? Pull that across. Thank you. Oh, look at that.
Great job, Matt.
All right, so I'll read it for us.
Oh, would you please do that? I
Okay.
can't do that.
All right, so kids and families, maybe if your parents want to look it up too or read it along with me, you can. So here it is. This is what it says.
Right
2 Timothy 3, 16 to 17. The whole Bible was given to us by inspiration from God and is useful to teach us what is true and make us realize what is wrong in our lives. It straightens us out and helps us do what's right. It is God's way of making us well prepared at every point, fully equipped to do good to everyone.
Oh, Mark, that's a very long verse, but I did hear the part you said about the straightener, and you'll be happy to know that I used the hair straightener this morning on my hair.
I can tell, particularly your eyebrows, they're very, very, very straight. That's wonderful, Mac,
Thank
but
you.
it's not quite what this is talking about. It's talking about helping us realize the straight way to go, the best way to go.
Right then. Oh, that's great. Oh, I love learning this verse. So I can see how it's very handy to put the Bible in your mind and remember it. Oh, great job.
That's right.
Mark, you maybe should be the senior pastor of a church. You're actually quite good at this.
Well, thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm going to try to learn this verse this week with the kids and their parents. Do you want to try to learn it with me?
Oh, that'd be grand. Absolutely.
All right. Well, you've heard it read, and when Rox comes back, she can probably help you remember it and read it a couple times for you so that you can remember it, because we remember things that are important and useful.
Oh, that's great. Oh, thank you so much for helping me today. It's been great
Oh,
having
absolutely.
you here on the lounge with me.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure, Mac. And listen, if you do see Rox, I still don't know who's going to do KidzHome, but tell her I'm really looking forward to what she's going to share today in the sermon, all right? So you take care of yourself, and I'll see you later, all right?
All right, then. I'll see you later, Mark. Thank you for having me here. Well, look at that. That was fantastic. That must be that man that she's always complaining about, that Rox is always saying about. You know, he's not bad for a Canadian. All right, then, kids. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.